What's going on, guys? One love out to everybody. We got UFC Fight Night, Santos versus Walker prediction breakdown, guys. Before I get started, hit that thumbs up button, subscribe to this channel, and subscribe to my Patreon account for all the face-off predictions. Also, some prop bets are going to be on there and some combination parlays, right? I know I'm a little late in this, but it's still kind of early because the fight don't start till 4, right? I just have a little newborn baby that's coming to the world here, so I'm kind of a little busy, taking care of the baby. So I'm trying to do the best I can, getting these fights out, but I'm going to try to get them out a little early to you guys, all right? I'm going to jump to this real quick, guys. I'm not going to spend too long on this one. I'm going to fly through it, but accurately, all right? First fight here, we have Alejandro Pérez versus Johnny Eduardo. Perez here hasn't fought since 2019. Remember that lost the song here. Perez here, haven't fought since 2019. I was reading from my notes here, guys. He can get wild with his strikes, swings heavy, but he's also hittable. But he's well-rounded, though. So he's a guy that come in here and come straight forward, and he's not going to back down. Like I said, he's hittable, though, okay? Johnny Eduardo here, he's not very, he is not consistent all the time, right? If you look at his record here, fought one time 218, one time 17, one time 16, one time he only fight once. He fight once a year, and the last time he fought was 218. So this is a guy that hasn't fought in a long time. His last fight was 218, okay, and he's 41. Age and number all depends on how you take care of yourself, but he hasn't been competing. I'm not sure if he does any Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu matches or anything like that, or any other competition, but he's just not active enough. Okay, so I'm liking Perez for this one, guys, and it's a confident play for me. And I'm gonna say Perez by a decision, guys, and it's a confident play. For Johnny here, he's gonna have the 4-inch of reach though, and he's still explosive. He's a veteran guy, this, right? Very aggressive. Will look to come forward and look for the submissions on you. Also look for the KO, TKO. But he slows down the fight though, and he's a veteran. So you really can't count him out. But I say he's not active though. The only way you really get better on anything if you consistently, play the game or whatever you're trying to participate in, you're consistently doing it. If you're only doing it one time a year and he hasn't done it since 2018, it's kind of difficult here. So Perez, guys, decision is a confident play for me. Okay, next fight here. We have Shanna Young versus Stephan Eger. This is a toss-up, guys. This is an even fight for me. This is even. Young here looks actually have a karate base. Throws a lot of lead kicks, like a lead muashigeris, lead side kicks. Most of the muashigeri, the roundhouse kicks, she throw it with no telegraph. Just shoot it straight up, right, from that set stance, right? Will fight in the clinch, knees. She's physically strong here and could be the mentally stronger person here. But she's hittable, though, and she can get grinded out depending on the person she's fighting, right? Her opponent here is Stephanie. Stephanie has a judo black belt, I believe. She's going to have the 3-inch of reach. Her striking is kind of still in the works. Her head is kind of straight up. Doesn't move the head off center line, can get hit with shots. She's going to be the slower fighter here, but she's looking to tie up with you in the clinch and try to, hip throw you, right? But like I said, from videos and from breaking on the fights, I feel like Young is a more physically stronger and more mentally stronger. But she can get taken down too, and she can get grinded out. But she will look for submissions though. This is a toss-up, guys. This can go either way, man, to be honest with you, because both women are, the judo black belt is a good thing, but it is MMA. It says mix. So you have to be able to strike and strike. So this can go either way. Both women, to me, I won't say that they're green, but it's not at that level. I should say there's other women who are like Shevchenko, and other women are on a different level. So I said decision here for Young. I got Young for the win by decision, but I'm not confident at all. And this is a even fight for me. Okay. Next fight here, we have Douglas Andrade versus Gaetano Pirrello. Douglas here, very aggressive, explosive, looks to take your head off, heavy hitter, will swing well, and he will also take this fight to the ground. So this is a very well-rounded guy, man. I believe he's a BJJ black belt also, right? Very experienced guy. So you can say kind of like a veteran kind of way. His opponent here, Pirrello. Fought Ricky Simone here, lost by triangle choke. Triangle choke. I believe it was in the contender series. Oh no, it was in the contender series. With Pirrello here, striking base, but he can get taken down. But he was scrambled back up. It's a fight where what I see from Pirrello, I mean, he looks okay, but I feel Andrade is just a little more. I say a little more experience. You know what I'm saying? A little more seasoned guy here, you know. He can take this fight anywhere that he wants to, right? So I'm gonna push towards Douglas here for the win, and I'm gonna say Douglas by KO TKO in the first round, guys. But I'm not confident because with Pirrello, you know, he's not bad. You know, his striking is not bad. You know, he looks okay, but you know, he seems like he can get taken down. So I'm going with Douglas here, KO TKO in the first round, guys. Okay. Next fight here, we have Jamie Mullarkey versus Devonte Smith. Mullarkey here has a wrestling base. He's a pretty well-rounded guy, man. I'm kind of impressed with Jamie here, and I like what I see from him. Can take this fight anywhere, will not give up. He's mentally tough. This is a durable, tough guy, man. I mean, he can take hits though. He take couple of hits, but I see that you shouldn't be taking. Like I said, your face not meant to get a hit. You know, you must do the hitting and avoid taking the hits. You know what I'm saying? So you don't want to take too much damage, man, because it does take a toll on you. You know, short term, long term. So you gotta be careful with that. But pushes a high pace and has cardio. So this is a guy that's gonna keep coming at you, like straight at you. But his striking is not bad. His wrestling and submission game is not bad. He's a pretty well-rounded guy. His opponent here, Devonte Smith, is going to have the 2-inch of reach. Striking base, decent striking too. But he can get taken down and he can get hurt on the feet, right? And he will break under pressure, right? A guy like Mullarkey will break Smith, in my opinion. You know, once he closes the distance or start wrestling down and dirty boxing, like I said, Devonte probably breaking in this fight. And this is a confident pick for me. I'm going for Mullarkey for the win here, guys. And I'm going to say Jamie Mullarkey by KO TKO, guys, in the first round. And it's a confident pick. All right? When I say KO TKO, it could be ground and pound too, guys. It doesn't have to be a stand-up knockout. It could just be, you know, Jamie take him down and just ground and pound him out for the win. All right? So Mullarkey there, KO TKO first round. Confident. Next fight here, we have Karol Rosa versus Bethe Correia. Rosa is going to have the 3-inch of reach. Striking looks pretty decent, and she also looks for the takedown. She's a pretty well-rounded female here, man. I mean, I like what I see from her too, right? Against Bethe Correia here, I mean, Bethe Correia, you know, she can get flat-footed. She can telegraph her strikes at times, and she's predictable. She likes to walk forward, and sometimes her feet are like kind of square. You know, since she's trying to, I guess she's trying to figure out what stance to go into or where to position herself. But when she throws her punches, she's open. But she can take a beating, though, man. She can take a lot of damage, dude, and keep coming forward. I'm liking Rosa here for the win. And it's a confident pick for me, guys, because Rosa can take this fight anywhere. She can take it to the ground if she wants to. She can submit or she can strike. Which her striking, in my opinion, is on a different level than Cora. You know what I'm saying? Her striking is a little more technical. You know, Rosa striking is a little more technical, okay? Well, I would say a lot more technical, in my opinion. You know, she knows how to throw the punches, she light on the feet, she in and out, she knows her range and distancing, she knows how to move in there, and know how to set up the strikes, okay? So I'm going with Rosa here for the win, guys. And I'm going to say Karol Rosa by decision, right? And that's a confident pick for me, guys, okay? So that's 3 confidence there, right? Yep. All right, next fight here, which is a tricky one for me. Antonina Shevchenko versus Casey O'Neill. It's a tricky one, man. That's kind of back and forth in this one. With Antonia here, I mean, she will start strong, but later on she will start fading in the second. So in the first round, she looks kind of decent. And the second, she kind of fade, depending on the person she's fighting, right? Striking base, really from a nose, guys, but will gas out, can get taken down. With Shevchenko here, you know, you see her sister, you know, Valentina, you know, 2 different kind of women here, you know, as far as the martial arts. I think Valentina is a little more, Valentina's a little more on the mental side. Like, she's mentally more strong, right? Like, when she goes in there, she won't give up. But Antonio, look how she will give up. Her mental state is not the same as Valentina own is, right? And there's a physical aspect to the physique and body, which is go with mental. So the strength aspect with Valentina seem to be have a more of a natural brute strength, but it's still technique because it comes from the technique aspect of it. But then with Antonia here, she doesn't really possess that too much. So you can toss her around, you can get her in positions and bad positions. So it's a risky fight here, guys. Her opponent here, Casey O'Neill. She's well rounded, but her striking though has a lot of holes in it. I see. You don't move ahead of center line, and with Shevchenko, in my opinion, Shevchenko gonna be the better striker here. Even though Casey O'Neill coming from a kickboxing background, but I feel Shevchenko stand up is better, but it's the mental. That's the thing, and I feel O'Neill is a little more hungrier. And if O'Neill can take her into deep waters like what she did against Lara, she can win the fight. And she has a ground game too. She can get this fight to the ground. The only thing that I see in this fight is that it's just striking. And I feel Shevchenko is a better striker. And the way how Casey strikes, she want to stay on the outside. You know what I'm saying? She will close the distance, but she want to stay on the outside. And her takedowns are not as aggressive or elusive like that, but she can still get you down. But the stand-up, I can see Shevchenko hitting her with jabs, hitting her with strikes, and straight up the pocket, and her head don't really move. So I was kind of going for O'Neill in the beginning, but after I watch O'Neill fight, I see a lot of holes, and I feel like this is a fight for Shevchenko to win. But man, I'm not confident in this one, guys, at all. Zero confidence in this one, and this one I can see O'Neill actually winning, to be honest with you. So be very careful with this one, and I'm not confident, but I'm gonna go with Shevchenko for the win here, guys. But I'm not confident in this one because I can see O'Neill winning. Just the simple fact of being more hungry and the mental, right? I feel with Valentina, the heart, like the mental is not there. Maybe she doesn't want to really do it no more, but she's just maybe fighting off her contract, maybe whatever fight she has left. You know what I'm saying? But it just doesn't. It just doesn't look like she wants to be in there, So, I mean, it's not a disrespect. It's just from what I've seen from her fights, from breaking her down. So, but she should win this fight, though, on a technical aspect of the striking. Okay, so I'm going for Antonia Shevchenko for the win here. And I'm going to say by decision, but I'm not confident, guys. All right. Remember, guys, I'm not here to disrespect any of these women or men or fighters or martial artists. I'm just stating my opinion as far as my breakdowns, right? Just to give my prediction. I could be wrong. You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, I could be wrong. And then Shevchenko go in there and then finish her in the first round, which, she's supposed to can do that. But, I mean, we'll see what happened. Next fighter, we got Alexander Hernandez versus Mike Breeden. Mike Breeden is short notice here. With Hernandez here, he's a pretty well-rounded guy, wrestling base, heavy-handed, but he can get hurt on the feet. But he will look for the takedowns and grind, but he will also gas out in the fight. His opponent here, Breeden, for what I see from Mike Breeden here, was in the Contender Series. He's wild guy, push forward, stays on you, very aggressive. He kind of lunges forward a lot with very little deep defense, so his head is right there to get hit. He's an aggressive guy, man. He will come at you and just brawl down, man. But against Hernandez, Hernandez should be able to handle him, because Hernandez is a little more experienced now. You know what I'm saying? So this guy come up to Contender Series against Romero, which he lost that fight. So this is a fight that Hernandez should win, because like I said, it's a short notice. But I'm not confident in it because Hernandez will drop the ball, man. So, because Breeden can throw. And if Breeden come in here and just start throwing hands and catch Hernandez, and then Hernandez get hurt on the feet, there you go. Then Breeden most likely going to pull off the win. Could probably knock him out. But I'm going to go with Hernandez here. And Breeden's a pretty tough dude, man. So I'm going to say Hernandez by decision, guys. But I'm not confident. All right. Next fight here, we have Joe Solecki versus Gerard Gordon. And it's a tough card, guys. These fights are... I would say all these fights here are very close. Close to even. So a lot of guys are pretty similar in skill set, and it's a tough one to predict. Joe Solecki here, the ground is his strength. He will look for the submissions, but he can get taken down though. But then he will scramble up back to his foot, and he's gonna have the 2 inch of reach here. This one, man, I had a hard time with this one, man, just to break it down. Gerard Gordon here is a pretty good fighter too. He's pretty well rounded, but he can get a hurt on the feet, man. He get flash knockdowns, and he most likely get finished too. Yeah, actually, he can get finished ground and pound. But he's well rounded. He will look for the knockouts, and he also look for the submissions on you too. But man, this is a tough one, man. I just feel like Solecki wrestling could be a little better here, and Solecki could just grind him out for a win here, man. Just avoid the striking and grind him out, or use the striking, close the distance and grind out Gordon here. But Gordon does have wrestling though. But I feel Solecki could be the better wrestler here. I guess we're gonna find out, but I'm not confident in this one at all, guys. I'm not confident, but I must say Solecki by decision just from grinding. But I'm not confident though. Okay. Next fight here. It's the next tough one, man. Ooh. It's the next tough one, man. Misha Cirkunov versus Jotko. And this is a tough one, man. This is a not confident one too. Misha here he's pretty well rounded guy, but can get hurt on the stand up, and when he loses, he just gets knocked out. I think this is that guy that finishes all his fights by finishes, but the ones that he loses, he always gets knocked out. So it's like, I believe he has 4 by knockout and that he lost, right? He will look for the submission, though. The submission seems to be his strong point. His stand-up, though, is kind of shaky because he get caught. So this is a guy that most likely will come in here and try to grind for takedowns and maybe try to get a submission over Jotko. Jotko here, fights long, striking base. Can get taken down though, and possibly can get grinded out in this fight. But I believe he's still an American top team. I believe. I'm not sure if he's still there. But it's a tough one, man. It's going to go either way. I can say Misha submitting Jotko, and I can say Jotko knocking out Misha. I mean, that's just what it is. But I'm gonna go with Jotko here for the win. I must say Jotko by KO TKO, guys, in the first round, and I'm not confident at all. Okay. Next fight here, we have Niko Price versus Alex Oliveira. This is a barn burner, man. Niko Price, brawler, is a wild dude, man. This guy gonna come straight at you. He got the heart, take a lot of damage, can get a hurt, but he will keep grinding, man. Will keep on you, man. His technique wise can be sloppy at times, but he finds a way to get a win. Either hit you with a heel on his back, so sitting up and hit you with a hammer fist, or hit you with his foot by laying back in his back. You know, he pulled off the window. His opponent here, Oliveira. Alex Oliveira is a little bit more of the technical guy here. Is more, I would say, he's more well-rounded, but he's wild too, man. But he can also get hurt on the feet, and he will gas out. And that's the thing. If he gas out against Price will pull a win off, because Price is going to come straight forward at him. It's a barn burner, guys, and this is one that is a toss-up. It's a barn. It's a barn burner. It can go either way, man. But from what I know, I was going for Price in the beginning, but I watch more footages on Oliveira, and I'm not watching more footage on Price. I'm like, I'm gonna go with Oliveira on this one. I feel Oliveira is a more technical guy. If he can keep a distance, you know, and the striking and his calf kicks, and set up the punch from the outside and his kicks, he can get a win here over Price. Because Price is not really the most technical guy, but he's just so straightforward and wild and stubborn. Like, you know, he can take a lot of hit. So that's how he wins his fights. But I'm going to go with Oliveira here. And I'm going to say Oliveira by KO TKO, guys, in the first round. And I'm not confident. Not confident at all. Barn burner. Can go either way. Interesting one here. Kevin Holland versus Karol Daukaus. All right. Kevin Holland here. Decent striking. Fight long. He counter strikes, but he can get taken down, like we all know. Like, you know, his last 2 fights, he can, and definitely can get grinded out. But he's been working on his wrestling there, and working on his defense. And he will also look for his submission, because I beat a BJJ black belt, but he can get taken down, and that's the issue. But his striking is on point. It seems that when he's striking, he just gets so wild, and that he just throws everything out and overcommit, that he leaves himself open. Right? His opponent here, Karol Daukaus. Karol Daukaus has potential. BJJ black belt also. He's pretty well-rounded guy too. Striking is not bad, and he will look for the takedowns. But I feel like with his wrestling, Um, I feel like Holland has faced tougher wrestlers, and I feel that he should be able to kind of handle Daukaus. And plus, he's been training, he's wrestling, and he's taking on defense. So, I mean, we see what happened here. But Daukaus is gonna come in here and then just freaking grind. I can tell you that now, because he definitely watched footage in the Holland, and he knows that Holland doesn't do good when you go double single leg on him. It's a tough one, man. I mean, it definitely Kyle can win here, man, and he can definitely win by just taking him down and just win the fight by decision or even a submission. But I'm gonna go with Kevin Holland here. I'm gonna see what Kevin Holland gonna do here. I mean, stay at the range, avoid the takedowns. It's possible. Like I said, I feel Kyle wrestling and takedown. I feel Holland has dealt with tougher, more technical wrestlers and harder wrestlers. So he should be able to kind of handle this one. But I'm not confident though, and I'm gonna say Holland by KO TKO, guys, in the second round. I'm definitely not confident this one because Kyle could grind him out for a win easily if Holland just dropped the ball. All right. Main fight in the card here, we got Thiago Santos versus Johnny Walker. The next barn burner, man. This card here is a tough one, man, and these fights should be all even because it's tough. It's tough to break down and predict. Santos here, he's a well-rounded guy, very very explosive, BJJ black belt. But he can get taken down though, but he will also take you down on his heavy ground and pound, man. This fight here, man, is not gonna go to a decision in my opinion. These guys, they pack power, especially Santos, pack a lot of raw. Santos is a raw power, man. His opponent here, Walker. Walker is more of a technician guy. He's gonna have the 6-inch of reach though, and 4-inch of height, which is massive. He's more a technician, and he more will look for the opening to land his shots. He got the elbows, knees. Very devastating striker though. But man, it's just with Walker is like the ground. He can get taken down. Santos is a BJJ black belt. We can see that once he get taken down and you hit him, he gets hurt. And you get flash knockdowns and he doesn't recover too well. And again, Santos, if he get flash knockdowns like what he did with Ryan Spann, the fight's over. Because Santos is not going to let him go. Santos is not going to let him go, man. So, this is a fight where I feel it could go either way. But I'm going for Santos here. And I'm going to say Santos by KO TKO, guys, in the second round. Alright? Quick look at the odds here, guys. We're going to fly through this. Quick look at the odds. Odds action. See what we're working with. Alright, all the odds should be even. Alejandro Pérez, Eduardo. Okay, I really don't disagree with this because the layoff of Eduardo is just not consistent. Fights once a year, hasn't fought. Last time he fought was 218, so Perez should win this fight, and it's a confident pick for me. Young and Edgar. Oh, they have Edgar as a favorite here. Wow. Oh, wow, but it's close. It's close. It's a close fight, I actually have Young, but I could see where Edgar could win it. Like I said, it's a close fight, guys, and it could go either way, but I have Young, but it's not definite, so Edgar definitely could win. I actually had Edgar in a kind of way winning, and I switched it, okay? Pirrello, plus 215, shoulder cross, and Douglas, 260. And I mean, Douglas supposed to can win this, but the odds on him is too high. I would lay it maybe like around 160, maybe 170. 260 is too high. Yeah, Douglas is a more experienced guy, but if you look at Pirrello, striking is not bad. What I'm saying? But he can get taken down. But I say 170, so I disagree on the odds in here. She should be a little closer. Devonte Smith and Jamie. Wow, they got Devonte Smith as favorite. I disagree with that. I like Jamie Mullarkey in this one. I like Jamie Mullarkey. Yeah, I like Jamie Mullarkey, man. Did I have a confident pick? I think I do. Let's see. I could be wrong though. Yeah, I got Mullarkey as a confident pick. Yeah, but he's underdog. But hey, I guess that works out good. So I mean, you guys can go with Smith if you want for favorite, but I feel Mullarkey should win this. So, yep. So the odds for this is, I guess it is what it is. I guess they have Smith to see something in Smith that he can win. But on some sides a little closer, but it could be a little closer in a sense. But I'm liking Mullarkey though. Yeah. Okay. Bet Correia Karol Rosa, wow, she's freaking massive as hell. I mean, I was a confident pick, and she's supposed to win this fight just off of freaking movement. I mean, Bethe Correia doesn't move her legs, kind of flat-footed, you don't move nothing. And Rosa, in and out, pop the jab, she can get takedowns. So the odds are high, but I don't disagree. All right, O'Neal and Shevchenko. Oh my goodness gracious, what are they doing here? O'Neal is so freaking high, dude. Totally disagree. Shevchenko is underdog. I can see why, because the performance doesn't look good, in our past fights. But I feel Shevchenko is a better striker here, man. And if she can keep the fight at range, she's supposed to can win this fight. O'Neal is too freaking high. This is crazy. I disagree with the odds in here, man. Even though Shevchenko is underdog, and that's great, but O'Neal shouldn't be so freaking high, dude. There's no way. This fight should be an even fight. They're crazy. Be careful with this one, man. Jordan and Joel Solecki. Okay. Some sides very, very close to even. Okay. I don't disagree with that, because I could see Jordan winning too. This is where Solecki winning. And then there's 5-6. No. The reason why Hernandez shouldn't be so high, because he will drop the ball. And this Breeden guys comes in there and he swings wild and he's all over the place. And the punches connect to Hernandez. Hernandez is going to get hurt. And that's it. So this fight, I would have Hernandez winning, but maybe like close, like 150, 140, 160. Not no 500. That's insane. Even though it's a short notice, but Breeden can swing and he will come straight at you and fight. And for those reasons, and we look at Hernandez, he doesn't handle a hit too well. You know what I'm saying? And he will drop the ball. So be very careful with this one. Very, very careful. Jotko and Misha. Okay. Kind of close here. Kind of close to even. I don't disagree with this, because either guy could win. Okay, nice. Niko price. Frig is high. No. Be careful with this one, guys. I like Oliveira, but I have Niko as a high-ass favorite. I disagree with this one. This fight is an even fight. Niko shouldn't be so high. Be careful with this one, because Niko can get a hurt in the feet, and he's not that technical. He's not he will find the win, but just out of the fact of he's taking a lot of hits just to get the win. Or he's in a bad position, he just throws his legs up or hit you with a hammer fist. I mean, it's still a win, and hats off to the guy, but he shouldn't be so high on the odds, guys. Be careful. Kevin Holland. Oh, man. 1-7. No. Even fight. What's going on, guys? What's going on with the odds here? These guys are crazy. Reason for Holland shouldn't be so high, because he can get taken down. And we haven't seen him on the mat. We haven't seen him. The last time I saw him was him getting grinded out. And Kyle Daukaus can get takedowns. He can wrestle and get takedowns. I feel like Kyle Daukaus wrestling, like I said, I feel that Holland has dealt with, like stronger wrestlers and more experienced wrestlers than Kyle. But at the same time, Holland can still get taken down. So, even fight. So be careful with this one too. Johnny Walker and Santos. Okay, straight across. Okay, all right. Kind of close here, 150. Okay, as I said, I have Santos winning, so okay. I mean, I don't see nothing wrong with the odds in this one. The ones that I see a problem with is Holland and Daukaus. Be very careful. Niko Price and Oliveira. Be freaking careful. Alexander and Mike. Be careful. Shevchenko and O'Neal. Be careful with that one. O'Neal is too freaking high, dude. That's so. This looks like a setup, because I know Shevchenko is gonna win. Let me see who else. Well, Jamie Mullarkey, I have him winning, but this fight is kind of. It should be a little more. It should be a little more even, or close for Jamie to win from the breakdowns and from what I see. I feel like Jamie should be the favorite, in my opinion. But if you put him as an underdog, hey, that's great. But I feel Jamie should be the favorite here, in my opinion. So be careful with this one. Douglas is too high. Be careful with that one. And yeah, that's about it. I have Igor as favorite. So either one of these girls could be close to even favorite. It doesn't really matter, because the fight is freaking even. All right. So that's about it, guys. All right. Make sure to subscribe to my channel. Hit the thumbs up button. Subscribe to my Patreon account for the face-off prediction, which I'm going to drop right now, and some prop bets. And that's about it, guys. One love out to everybody. You guys keep on kicking, and os.